Hey, this is Sunny with Synergy Property Management. We're going to be going over cleaning out properties today. So we recently had a tenant who basically was living in this property, paying rent, everything's going great. All of a sudden we hear, hey, tenant's got 7 dogs in their unit, 7 larger dogs, so think pit bull or bigger. Also on top of that, this is a 2-bedroom apartment where there are already 3+ people living. So you can imagine that apartment was kind of crowded. Come to find out, hey, we obviously didn't approve the dogs being at the property, found out through the neighboring tenant. And so we let the tenant know who did have the dogs. He decides he wants to go ahead and skip out on the place, which, great. Let's get the possession back, move forward, right? And so really I wanted to go into kind of the cleanliness of these units. When you're going into property management, a lot of people are worried about, well, what happens if there's smells or if there's this or that? And so, this guy had 7 dogs. He left those dogs inside of the apartment. He left them for multiple days with no food, no water, no nothing. You can imagine that there are 7 dogs inside of an apartment who are relieving themselves throughout this apartment because there is nowhere else for them to go. They have no food, no water. The animal control had to come and pick them up because they were also being aggressive. And, you have all of this. But now at the end of the day, we go in and we inspect that unit. And so as we inspect that unit, we come to find out that, in fact, there are multiple piles of dog poop, dog pee everywhere, even on top of the sinks. You can imagine the smell in this place is quite good. As a landlord, as a property manager, these things happen. And I think it's something that is good to get out there to people, to have them understand that just because you bought a house doesn't mean you're never going to have any problems. Do your background checks, your credit checks, etc. It may not have any benefit for you. Obviously, you are more benefited from it by not doing it, meeting with the people, talking to the people, and trying to make sure that you can kind of know what they're going to be about ahead of time. But, nothing is 100% foolproof. For us, that became, very evident here. It's just kind of another day in the life of a property manager. Thanks for listening. Hope to hear you on or see you on the next one. And I appreciate it. Take care.